Welcome back to Hills and Hollers. On the last episode, we were with our feathered specialist, Coach Bill Mason, as he took his son on a youth hunt right here in Kentucky. This week we're trying our hand at fishing, and we're going with professional anglers Jason Quinn and Russ Lane of Team Evan Williams. So stick around because we're going to get to see two professionals in action on the water, plus we're going to get some tips from them, and we're going to take a look at how Jason Quinn goes around the country in style. Don't go anywhere because the action's about ready to get started.
I'm Jason Quinn. I'm a professional angler. I get to travel the country in the Team Evan Williams truck and boat, and I've also got a big Holler that you guys will see later. You know, I grew up on Lake Wiley and I always fished, and I run a guide service there on the lake. And when I graduated high school, I couldn't never figure out what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't want to go back to school. So I kind of parlayed into this fishing career, and like I said, I run a guide service, and it went real well. So I ventured out and started fishing tournaments. And once I started fishing tournaments, you've got to have the sponsor support. So I kind of checked around and sent some resumes off and got involved with some sponsors, and it just kind of worked out with Evan Williams. And they've been real good. I mean, they allow me to pursue my career. And one of the reasons I came up here is because Heaven Hill Distilleries is right here. They wanted to get involved with the fishing community a little bit. Again, we've got a big tournament for the local community. We've got hundreds of people going to come out, going to participate in a little fishing tournament here on the farm pond.
Hey, I'm Russ Lane. Just recently signed on with Evan Williams Bourbon back in the early part of the year. It's my first year. We're here for the Bourbon Bass, how you say it, Jason?
We're here for the Bardstown Bourbon Bass Bonanza.
Bardstown Bourbon Bass Bonanza. And looking forward to this weekend. It's going to be a great event. The first classic that I made was actually in '04 Charlotte, which was the classic that Jason was favored to win. We were parked next to each other in the boatyard, and we've been friends ever since, and that relationship kind of developed along with Evan Williams, and it's been a great win-win situation for us all. I must tighten up this pedal.
I did. I don't know how to. I just thought that you was strong lady.
God. Yeah. I got it for the next tournament.
Ooh, you talking about thumped it. I flipped that hair beside that rock and that fish smoked it.
Oh,
unbelievable. We want to give a special thanks to Jack Newcomb for letting us come out and be a part of this year. He's been real good in the last couple of years letting us use his property, and these lakes are full of fish. That's the best jig bite I've had all year. He knocked slack in it. We just took off.
Here we go.
You get him? There you go.
That's about the size Jason usually catches right there. Man, looks like we're gonna have fun this weekend.
We're gonna have a blast this weekend. There's a lot of fish in here to be caught. We're gonna have a blast.
throwing over me.
Yeah, look at that. I can't believe you even would say that's a bass.
Always make it.
I know, it's pretty good. Stand that old jig.
Oh! Don't throw right there, please. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a big one.
Two of them right there. Just one, I caught one, you caught that one. Right there. All right. All right, so I think you can catch one on black and blue jig today.
I believe you could. What me and Jason catch them on is just a little crawfish trailer on a finesse jig. I'm throwing a Vicious Big Daddy 5/16 ounce little finesse jig. What are you throwing, Jason?
I'm throwing a true tungsten football head jig. It's just a little finesse football round head jig. You can throw in the rocks, stuff like that, and it just comes to them real well. Kicks up a little bit of silk, doesn't get hung.
Just a good bait to get a lot of bites and still catch a good fish out here too. It's as simple as this. Take your little trailer, you know, any kind of little small finesse trailer will work with it. Thread it on there. There it is. It's like a little crawfish. Probably bass's favorite food. Tying it on Vicious fluorocarbon line. Got a carrot stick rod. Like that. Got to catch one. I think there's one right there. Oh, look at the Big Daddy jig catching on. Oh, let me get you away here.
Yes. My hook's straightened out from where. Oh. Oh, so. I got it that time. Oh, I think that's the best one so far.
Nah.
This week's product review is brought to you by the Kentucky Gun Company.
Today we're back here at the SHOT Show in Orlando, Florida, and we're with She Outdoor Apparel, Pam Zabes. And we're looking for something for some of the women in our family, specifically my daughter, Laura, who's 18 years old. And I'm hoping that Pam can show us some of the newer things and maybe something that Laura will be able to use when she goes out to the field with us. Pam?
Definitely show you something that she'll love. Every girl out there has one thing. They need to be warm to hunt. That is one of the biggest complaints we hear. If I could just be warm, I would really enjoy it more. So we came out with the perfect thing this year. It's called the C4 system. It's endorsed by Vicky Sansarillo and Candy Kiski. It's completely waterproof and windproof. And we have a patent pending zipper system. So in all effect, it's a bib. The inside of this vest zips to the outside of these pants, giving you a bib system. And Girls don't like bibs, so we came up with something that's a little more fashionable, and it's very user-friendly in the field because it unzips at the waist, and then you don't have that bib to actually have to take everything off. And being waterproof and windproof helps in any climate. I hunted in Canada this year. It was 1 degree and I was toasty. So that we're really excited about, and the women are really excited about it. And of course it fits great.
So there is a lot of functionality involved here when you're going to take your wife, your daughter, your sister out to hunt. And we don't think about that as guys, but it's true. I mean, we end up giving them our old bib coveralls. It doesn't work. Look at some of this new stuff, and I think you'll like what you see.
For sure.
Now that you've gotten a good look at a professional angler on the water, we wanted to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how he gets around the country from tournament to tournament in style.
Being a professional angler, I'm gone about 8 months out of the year. You know, I fly in, fly out, do different type of promotions. You know, I'm going away from home a lot, and staying in hotels and renting homes and stuff like that. It gets a little hectic because you have to pack and unpack your stuff all the time. So this is how I ride. I've got a family, so the family likes to travel with me a lot. Like I said, being gone away from home, you can't go without your family. You got to have them around. That's what makes me tick. That's my driving force. So to supplement them, we've got the big bunk up here. Two adults could get up there and sleep sideways and you never touch the side. You just can't be claustrophobic up there. But we got that, and we've got the in-motion satellite TV, which you got to have. Traveling down the road while I'm driving or my driver's driving. Sit back here, lay on the couch, watch a little TV going down the road, just kind of rest and relax. You know, we've got a big counter surface top. We've got a full sink, full stove top here. This lets out to a big bed. 2-3 people can sleep there fairly easy. Like I said, you got a lot of room in here. We had all the tile done because of the kids. We didn't want nothing cheap. We didn't spare any expense at all when it came to this because, like I said, we're going to be living in it about 8 months out of the year. So we wanted it nice. We want to have some of the same amenities we have at home while we're traveling. You know, we get a big side-by-side refrigerator. Not much in it now for traveling. And we just got a lot of stuff. One of the neatest places in the whole thing is the bathroom. Yeah, you got a machine dryer, you got a nice shower. I mean, you got everything that you got at home right there. It's nice to come in after a hard day of work on the lake, take a nice shower. Then you come on back here to the adult quarters. Got a nice little bedroom back here. Another big in-motion satellite TV. Check out that ceiling fan. You'd think those little blades wouldn't put off enough air, but they do. They do a real good job. Got a nice big bed, a lot of closet space back here. You know, it works out really good. It allows us to travel comfortably. And then you got the business end of it up here. It's all built on a Freightliner chassis. You got all the driving quarters which you can kind of separate when you got your driver up there driving. He can get up there and do his deal. I can sit back here and kind of chill out, or I actually do a little of the driving also. This is the business end of it. This is the garage. You got to have your garage. Like I said, I fish for a living. I'm gone 8 months out of the year. You've got to have adequate fishing supplies and all your stuff when you hit the road. You don't want to be bothered with having it next day aired in, scratching around trying to find stuff. So the boat goes right here. I got a hydraulic lift gate that goes down. You back the boat right here. The boat's here. Once you get the boat in and fasten down, the hydraulic lift gate, you put your truck on the hydraulic lift gate, you lift it up, and you put your truck right here up top. So your truck rides right here. So you've got your truck up here, and you got your boat right here in transport. So you don't have to worry about hauling the boat around. Like I said, it's just the ultimate garage. And one thing we've done here under the floor is you have to carry extra parts. I got extra trolling motors, extra batteries, extra cases of oil, just all kind of stuff that's kind of hid in the floor. Neat little deal. You know, everything that you might need throughout the season, I've got it. You know, extra batteries through there. Just, you don't want to be scrounging around looking for no batteries. I got props and everything. Everything you need is right here. But one of the best parts, you gotta have a fishing tackle. These cases I built right here, all my extra gear that's not in the boat. If I need something, I just come here, just look through it, get it, put it in the boat, and go catch a fish. And over here, you gotta have storage for your rods. We had rod cabinets built. Like I said, all this is backup stuff that I don't keep in the boat, but if I need it, I got it. I don't have to scrounge around for it, run back and forth to the store looking for it, I got it. Have your little ice maker. That's to supplement the bar outside. We got heat and air back here. So those hot days or those cold, rainy days, you can always come inside, work on your gear. You don't have to worry about being out there in the weather.
My man, Jason.
Do like leather partners. Go first, start hitting the line with the rod.
All right.
Everybody thinks you like to fish for a living, and believe me and Russ, we've got a great job. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, but you know, there's a little bit more to it than just the fishing aspect of it. Like right now, the tournament we've got going on this weekend, we're up here. This is the Evan Williams Bourbon promotion, and we're on the road about 300 days a year. You know, there's only 365 days in every year, so 300 days on the year fishing and doing everything all the promotions is about fishing. So it's a pretty good deal. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Definitely. We're truly blessed to be out here doing what we're doing.
Yes, we are.
Sometimes it's a job, but sometimes it's the funnest thing I could ever think about doing.
That's it. It's a green bass. Let me take this and I'll pour.
No, you can't.
You know, when we go to each of these tournaments, we've got an off limits period. It's 30-day off limits before every event, and during that time, you can't get any local information, local help, waypoints, or anything like that. You kind of got to get out there and do it all on your own. And 2.5 days of practice is what we get. And 2.5 days, a lot of places, like Kentucky Lake, for instance, that's just not enough because those are big bodies of water. And it's the time of year that you can spend a lot of time. You can catch fish a lot of different ways, but you'll get on some fish that won't do you any good in the tournament real quick. So the group of guys that we fish against, you know, Russ and myself, they're good. We got 2.5 days to find them, and they find them and catch them. But once those days come about, you got to kind of manage your fish. You know, it's hard to find a bunch of schools of fish in 2.5 days. And the tournament's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. After Thursday and Friday, they cut the field in half to the top 50. And then only the top 50 get a check. And then once that top 50 is established, they fish on Saturday, and then only the top 12 on Sunday. So you got to be on your toes at all times. It's very grueling. And I mean, the way it's set up, we go from one event, do promotions, and go straight to the next event. We just come from Kentucky Lake, and we're up here doing this week, and then next week we'll be on Old Hickory, Tennessee for our next event. You know, the good thing about it is just for instance, you know, we got a team and we kind of work together a little bit there. Even though it's an individualized sport, you still work together and you've got somebody that you can kind of trust. Just for instance, this last week at Kentucky Lake, after going into the third day of competition, the top 50, I had boat problems, and right off the get-go. And Russ didn't make the top 50, so his boat was there. So I called Big Daddy, and then I called Nicole, and they got us back going on the water. They brought me Russ's boat, so I was able to finish the day out, and I actually had the best bag that I'd caught all week. You know, so it was very important for him to be a teammate at that point.
It's helping me achieve my lifelong dream of being out here fishing for a living. I couldn't do it without my sponsors like Bass Cat, Yamaha, Vicious, of course, Evan Williams. These companies are, you know, what helps our, you know, make our dreams come true of being out here. So we work hard for these companies. Like to get their name out here and keep promoting them. They're vital to our sport. You gonna hook him?
I ain't gonna get to. I'll fix to hurt my back trying to catch him. I got him out there without a jig trailer.
Got it.
Gosh. I feel like I just won the classic. Uh-oh. I get a whole bunch of them there. Because I missed one every time I flipped it there.
Oh, you know, this is awesome. Me and Jason don't get a chance to go out and fun fish all the time, and we get a chance to do this, spend a day on the water together, just having fun, catching fish, not fishing for points or money or anything, so it's a blast.
Yes, it is.
So there it is, folks, a look at what it's like being a professional angler on the road, on tour, almost all year round, hitting it hard. It's fun, it's a passion. We got to thank Evan Williams for letting us get out there with their pro team. It was a whole lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again. Stick around, folks. There's more great action next time right here on Hills and Hollers from the whole H&H crew. We thank you for watching.
For more information on today's show, the H&H crew, to watch videos or just to surf on through, check out hillsandhollers.com today.